Here we go. Round 7 of the championship. And despite being so, I thought I might as well go for the grid and give some context. Pole position is John Jones. He's been quick all year. Has only claimed 3 points outside of his podium. However, at Kota, and that sort of sums up the luck of his year. Felix Gomez, third in the championship, leads 40 points behind Slavia Motorsport, but then further down the order. Could he do it? Moving on to wait till we got Chestnut Yadeva, who has only finished in the points once this season, and Halo Ramian, who starts 4th, is currently 16th in the championship as it stands. But onto the third row, we've got Oliver Vai, who's 6th in the championship, ahead of Alex Rodriguez, who picked up his first points of the season last year at Brands Hatch. Onto the fourth row, Saffron Jones has been solid all year, hasn't quite had the luck in the races, and alongside her, Simona Moritze, who is currently 10th in the championship. Finishing out the top 10, we've got Vitaly Leshiov in 9th alongside Sebastian Buffalo. On to the 6th row, just outside the top 10, we've got Toronto Hurwitz at 4th in the championship alongside Pierre Montcalm, who gets his 3-base grid drop taken into effect this weekend. And then on to row 7, and it is a all Trovango row, with Adio 13th ahead of Sankun, who is currently tied bottom of the championship with David Grafenschitz. However, he is bottom on the virtue of the fact he has driven a race more. Marcus Elvis, who is currently 5th in the championship, came so close in season 2, but he starts 15th. He is alongside Matthew Scheller. Then further back to Bagotov in 17th. He'll start alongside of Roberto Solario, who currently leads the championship coming into this weekend. Celia Camille starts 19th. George White is normally quite quick in qualifying. He finished on the podium last time out to end a 4-race point drought. However, he starts down in 20th today. Then towards the back of the field, we've got Caleb Howell alongside Wolfgang Miller, who's not even quite solid this year, only 22nd. And then on the back row of the grid, it's Emerson Stouthouse alongside David Krafenschitz, who will come out on top in the next 18 minutes here in Fuji. As the lights go out, and a good start for Felix Gomez. Jones didn't get off the line. And it is going to be Felix Gomez in turn 1, who has the race lead from John Jones. Now, who's going to be following the in behind? There's Yadeva. There's Marianne, who is going to be P3 as we come out of this particular corner. Not going to happen there. Then Moritze in 5th. Rodriguez is 6th. There's Ryan, Moritze, Jones, Monsterberger, Leshiov, and Montcalm. Then comes Adio, Harrison Phillip as we look further down the field and at the back of the pack. That's Emerson Stouthouse facing the wrong way. So he's gone for a spin. He was already down in 23rd anyway. But this is what happened with Emerson Stouthouse as we go on board. With him, he's got Muller ahead, Powell's there, and then behind him is Krafenschitz. Whoa! And he just hit the curb badly. But that's Emerson Stouthouse to the back of the field. But it's Gomez leading from John Jones. Devlin 3rd, Marianne 4th. These 4 have already broken about a second away from Alex Rodriguez. Then Moritze right, Moritze Jones. And then Sebastian Musselberger completes at the top 10. Solario has already gained a place. Marcus Harrison Phillip already up to 12th. Montcalm's actually dropped back a couple of places off the start. But there we go. Alex Rodriguez, you can see him there in 5th. Then Moritze. Saffron Jones has also dropped down the order. She's dropped to 10th. But down in the race leader is Felix Gomez, who got the launch and leads the race from Jones Yadeva. Then it is Haley Marianne. And Saffron Jones. There's Montcalm. And there you can see Adio going side by side with Leshiov just ahead of Sang Hun, who is behind this fight. So the Durango's dropping back also off the start, and you can see Leshiov gets the move. Now Sang Hun will have a look up the inside of his teammate, but won't get it done. Let's move back to the front of the field. So it is Gomez leading from Jones, then comes Yadeva. Marianne now being hunted now by Alex Rodriguez, as I think Marianne going to pull one out the final corner, and can Alex Rodriguez move himself up into the top 4? Meanwhile, out in front, there's John Jones moving for the race lead on Felix Gomez. Can John Jones take the race lead off of Felix Gomez as Alex Rodriguez has got ahead of Halu Marianne by the looks of it, and up into 4th place, but Gomez is going to hold the race lead from Jones. Yadeva's sitting nicely in 3rd. Remember that Yadeva is 20th in the championship. He has absolutely nothing to fight for because he's already mathematically, well, he's still mathematically in the fight. He's still could do it if he wins every race and everybody else DNFs. So he's realistically not in the title fight anymore. He'll probably be mathematically confirmed not in it after this weekend. However, he's in the title fight for the win as both Gomez and John Jones lock up. And then Jones gets a half spin. And much like has been with the entire season of John Jones, he's now out of position compared to his qualifying. But that does now mean that Yadeva's going to have a free crack at Gabaiwes. Don't need a replay of that incident. It was fairly clear what happened. Emerson Stouthouse, after his early instance, already got ahead of Caleb Powell. So, bit of fighting towards the back. Looks like that Powell, Muller, Krafenschitz, Vyer's in that train. Stouthouse is in that train. But it is out in front. Felix Guimaraes and Jesmond Dillon. You might be thinking, Alex Rodriguez, he's terrible. Well, don't forget, Sebastian Musselberger was in a similar situation in Season 2 where the results wouldn't come from him. And right now, he's in the title contention for Season 3. So it can change quickly. As Yadeva takes the race lead off of Felix Guimaraes. And we have a new race leader, Jesmond Yadeva, who I don't think's ever won a race. He might have finished on the podium, but I don't think he's won it, as Ryan Powell have both come into the pits from the back of the field, so that might explain why they were further down the field. Fourth place is Haley Marianne, sort of in no man's land. Then Maritza Jones is down in 8th place, followed by his sister Saffron, and then it's Marcus Helfson already up into the top 10. Then Leshov and Musselberger, then Montcalm. So Musselberger actually dropping back off the start. Solario's already up a couple of places. So it looks like Miller, Southhouse, and Krafenschitz has gone off. Is that down at turn 3? I want to say that is. So we'll look what happened to David Krafenschitz, who was behind Wolfgang Miller. And then, whoa! Looks like the car just snapped under braking. I think he avoided the barriers, so he'll get away without damage, but he will be comfortably out the points. But this is a nice little three-way fight emerging out in front here between Jesmond Yadeva, Felix Guimaraes, and Alex Rodriguez. Although, as I say that, Rodriguez is now all over the back of Yadeva. Now, not Yadeva, but Guimaraes now. I would want to know when the last time Alex Rodriguez got a podium was. Because I'm fairly certain he might have had one in Season 2 somewhere. However, it's not been his season, has it, for Alex Rodriguez? 22nd in the championship, 6 points only, and they all came at Brands Hatch last time out. And also beginning to sneak their way into this fight. Not a lot, but they are in there, is Haley Marianne. So we'll see. I think something happened to Saffron Jones, because she's now down in 14th. I remember the last time we saw her, she was running in 9th. So let's have a look what happened here with Saffron Jones. And this is what happened with her. She was going along nicely, locked it up, and now she's down in 14th. So standard Jones race shenanigans early on, with both of them failing to capitalise on their qualifying pace, because John, who started on pole, is now down in 8th, and Saffron Jones, who started in 8th place, I think it was, is now down in 14th. As that's a slow run from Guimaraes, and that might allow an attack opportunity for Alex Rodriguez. Won't happen there. This is allowing Yadeva to get a nice gap out in front. 1.2 seconds it is now. And Haley Marianne, who's got the fastest lap of the race, is onto the back of this fight for second as well here. So we'll see what she can do. Well, she did lose a bit of time through that section. Behind them, there's a little bit of a fight emerging for 5th place. That's between Maritza, Oliver Bay, Tawana Maritza, and then John Jones. Musselberger, meanwhile, is up into 9th. Solario is already up into the top 10. Helmsley Phillips dropped back to 20th. And he has got no rear wing. And I don't think any front wing either, so I'm not sure. Well, that's a big impact for Helmsley Phillips. Okay, that was a huge crash that we missed. So Helmsley Phillips locks up into turn 1. And then who does he hit as he comes back on? It is somebody, and then there's a big... Okay, so we've got a load of drivers who are going to have damage. One of them is, of course, Saffron Jones, because she can't get any luck this year. George Adio is another, and I think it's just those two who were involved in the incident. So, there we go. Meanwhile, you can see her brother now, John Jones, is fighting with Tawana Maritza for 7th place. So we're going to see a couple of order switches due to the pits. 12 minutes to go. Yadeva leading to Guimaraes, then Rodriguez, Marianne, and then it's Maritza, Rye, and then that's Oliver Rye, and then Tawana Maritza, John Jones, and then Musselberger and Solario are both in the top 10, and Montcalm in 11th. Then a bit of a gap back to anyone else, headed by Matthew Scherer. So let's see, 11:50 to go, and there's the move for 3rd place from Haley Marianne on Alex Rodriguez. She goes up the inside, and Haley Marianne moves up into the podium places. However, Rodriguez is going to come back on the outside. Now, if he can hold it there, he will have the inside line. Marianne's got the better drive coming out of turn 2, but as they come into turn 3, Rodriguez still there on the inside. They bang wheels there. Marianne goes a little bit wide, and Rodriguez eventually is going to hold P3 into this fight now. Comes Simona Maritza, as Adio, Jones, and Marcus Helmsley all now do come into the pits. There's Maritza, who got ahead of Oliver Rye. He's now being pressed by John Jones. So there is battles all emerging, including out the front where Gomaiwas is beginning to hunt down Jesmont Yadeva. Sebastian Mosselberger could be a name to keep an eye on. Second in the championship, he's running in ninth place and he's just posted the fastest lap of the race with 11 minutes to go. Yes, we've still got 11 more minutes, and right now, I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen, because we've got a fight for second. Well, we've got a fight for the race win, we've got a fight emerging for the podium, we've got a fight emerging for P6 here, and Mosselberger, who's running in ninth, is beginning to set some really nice race pace, so we'll see how that stacks up as we go through the race. As you can see, Gomaiwas takes a very wide line there. I think he's trying to figure something out, take a wider line, carry more speed, and then get the slipstream potentially. Will this be enough for Felix Gomaiwas? He has got the better run coming out the final corner. He is gaining time as they come up across the line. And he has got a beautiful run on Jesmont Yadeva here with the slipstream. Breaks the toe to pull to the right-hand side for the move. Felix Gomaiwas alongside Jesmont Yadeva as we go into turn one. There's yellow flags briefly out on track. We'll try and figure out what that was after this fight is done. As Felix Gomaiwas goes up the inside, covers off the move. Back on the inside from Yadeva on the run to turn 3. And Felix Gomaiwas takes back the race lead of the Fuji Grand Prix from Yadeva. Mariam is third. There's Alex Rodriguez fighting with Mariam again. Behind them is Simona Oritze, who runs in fifth. Now we've got Bagatov, Leshov both into the pits, and I think Emerson Stouthouse will as well. So I'm not sure overly what happened with them. There is Simona Oritze absolutely sending one up the inside on Haley Mariam. Gonna try and keep it there and then go to the outside. Moritz look to make that 3 wide for a second. Didn't quite happen for him there. As now Moritz goes right round the outside of Mariam. Into the chicane will be tough for Moritz to do it round the outside there. A little bit of a nudge from Moritz. He might be fancying a look up the inside. Won't happen. In the background there you can see Sebastian Mosselberger is already onto the back of this little train, which might be beginning to connect up now with Rai, Jones and Mosselberger with 9:11 to go. Of those who pitted, the leading driver is Saffron Jones, so we'll see if any of them can get back in the fight. As for Roberto Solario, he is minding his own business in 10th. As we're going to go back to the front, because I think Gomaiwas made a fuck up somewhere, and Jesmont Yadeva retakes the race lead. I don't know what happened to Gomaiwas, he was leading this comfortably. And then up the final corner. Yeah, he just had no traction out the final corner. Very strange one. I don't know if that was just an engine cutout or I don't know what happened, but Yadeva now takes back the race lead. But Gomaiwas is there, and he goes back up the inside into turn 1. And Felix Gomaiwas quickly retakes the race lead. However, Yadeva gets the better traction on the outside, and Jesmont Yadeva's now going to take back the race lead, or hold on to it. Behind them in third is Alex Rodriguez, then Marianne Moritz, Jones, Ryan, Mosselberger. That's that massive train for 5th place, really. With 8 minutes and 18 seconds to go, and Felix Gomaiwas is the focus right now. Meanwhile, Roberto Solario, to make this even more interesting, the championship leader running in 10th, has got the fastest lap of the race now. So keep an eye out for him, because we saw him in the background of that train for 5th place. And with Mosselberger finishing ahead of him right now, we'll see what happens with that one, as Gomaiwas continues to hunt down Yadeva with 7:57 to go here in Fuji. See if anybody else does any eye-catching pace. Meanwhile, it looks like Mosselberger might have lost a bit of time somewhere, because he's now being caught up to by Solario, and he's sort of dropped away from that main train for 5th place. Meanwhile, Yadeva's doing a nice job on this lap of just keeping Gomaiwas far enough away that he might deter Gomaiwas, but we'll see as he comes up the final corner who gets the better run. Because of course Gomaiwas is going to get the slipstream here, and that will favour him, but I don't know if it'll be enough to get ahead of Jesmont Yadeva at least this time around. Let's see, because he has got a nice slipstream here with a nice run on Jesmont Yadeva. The gap closing all the time. Will Gomaiwas go for the move? He will. This is for the race lead. Felix Gomaiwas to the inside. Yadeva leaves him the space, tries to come back round the outside, and he'll defend it the exact same way he did last time around. Gomaiwas right there. Does he fancy a dive bomb into turn 3? No, he doesn't. There is Mosselberger. There's something happened to Solario, because he is now down in 14th. So we're going to have a gander what happened to Roberto Solario, because he was running. Oh, what has happened here? So he was behind Mosselberger and then goes wide and goes for a spin. does Roberto Slario, and now that's going to drop him well out the point. That's good news for Sebastian Musselberger. Let's go back to the race lead. Gamaywez continuing to press the endeavour. Marcus Helmut Phillip, who is dead last, has just posted the fastest lap of the race now, so there we go. At least he's going to have something, although you don't get points for fastest lap here, so not really. Let's see if Gamaywez can get ahead of Endeavour. No, he doesn't, but they both lock up and go off. And Endeavour just goes straight through the barriers. Now, there's an issue there because Gamaywez is now going slowly and has backed up that Maritza train. And now John Jones might have a look at Maritza. No, he doesn't. But Oliver Vai now sends it to the inside, but not really going to happen for him there. But that now drops Gamaywez to 4th. That gives Jesmond Endeavour an easy lead. If you had said coming into this race that the leading 3 was 6 minutes to go, but Endeavour followed by Rodriguez and Mariano will have laughed at your face. But that's WMT for you, baby. Look at this train now emerging from 4th place behind Gamaywez. With Gamaywez, Maritza, there's Maritza, there's Jones, there's Vai. At the back of that, well, he was caught on the curb there, so he's got a dreadful one, but he is Sebastian Musselberger. And then rounding out the top 10 in all of this is Pierre Montcalm, who's just somehow in the points. Let's see if Maritza gets a nice one on Maritza, what she will do. Looked like she was going to try and send one to the outside. That's going to really hurt her flow here, but she'll go for this into turn 1. Little bit sketchy on the brakes as they come into turn 1 from Simona Maritza. And Maritza comes back to the outside. John Jones, meanwhile, is behind this. And he might fancy a look at Simona Maritza. Into turn 3, not there for him. So we'll see what happens. 5 minutes 13 to go. And as it stands, Jesmond Endeavour will win the race by 2.5 seconds, followed by Alex Rodriguez and Helu Mariam. But when you look at the drivers that are fighting it out for 4th place, Gamaywez, Maritza, Jones, Oliver Vai, they are all very quick drivers. Musselberger's sort of dropped off the back of this train now. So maybe he used too much of the tyres in an attempt to quickly get further up the field, and it didn't really pay off as we come into the chicane, which can always be a bit of a Spinano appeal, and that is why, because that is Tawana Maritza and that is Sebastian Musselberger, both making mistakes down there. And now we're going to go focus on the fight for P2 because Helu Mariam is catching up to Alex Rodriguez. This is 16th in the championship versus 22nd in the championship, and this is for P2, not P22. So we'll see what Helu Mariam can do off the final corner. Needs to get a good run, doesn't really get the car planted, so we'll go look down because the fight now could be for 5th place between Maritza, Jones and Vai as we cross the line with 4:14 to go, or close to just, well, let's say just over 4 minutes to go. And John Jones has got a beautiful run on Simona Maritza here, pulls to the outside and is going to be alongside Maritza as they come into turn 1 with the inside line. John Jones up the inside, moves into 5th and then locks up and goes off the track and drops to 7th because John Jones is absolutely cursed this season. And now he's got to go again with 3:47 to go. Right, where now is the fight? Well, Montcalm's caught Musselberger for 9th place, so we'll go focus on this fight because behind him is Scherer. And then Wolfgang Miller is running in 12th. 3:33 to go. Harrison Phillips got the fastest lap again, so at least he's got pace. Albeit no points, but still. We're going to go back to the fight for 7th. Or 6th place, because John Jones is quickly catching back up to Oliver Vai here. With 3:19 to go. Into the chicane we go. Off the final corner. Can Jones get it done? He'll get a slipstream, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for John Jones here. As we head into turn 1, yeah, it won't. He would have to be a lot closer into turn 1, maybe? No, he thinks better of it. 2:24 to go. Harrison Phillip has the fastest lap of the race still. But it is Endeavour leading Rodriguez and Mariam. No real change on that front. Then Gamaywez and then Maritza, and then this fight for 6th place between Ryan Jones. Then it's Maritza in 8th, and then Montcalm's pressuring Musselberger for 9th with Matthew Scherer also in that little fight now with 2 minutes to go. Can John Jones get ahead of Oliver Ryan up into 6th place? He started this race on pole and then obviously had his lock-up which dropped him down the field and he's not really been able to get back up. Nearly got ahead of Maritza for 5th, didn't work out there. but he's now stuck behind Oliver Ryan, looking to get up into 6th place, John Jones, which would be very nice for him to get with 1 minute 44 to go. So 1 minute 30, well, 1 minute. So Jeff is coming around the final corner. He's about to start the final lap of the race, and is on course to win his first race from Rodriguez and Marianne. Then Gavayo, then Moritze, who is going to get P6. Now you get the feeling that if you're going to make an overtake, your best chance into turn 1. Now Jones is a bit closer here to Oliver Ryan, so we'll see if he can get it done. I still don't know if it will be enough, but he is going to get that slipstream, and it is pretty powerful. And he is gaining on Oliver Ryan all the time here. He is going to be close enough for a move. John Jones, is this enough for 6th place into turn 1? Side by side. And Ryan's going to defend that place, although Jones is going to come back to the outside. But I think Ryan's got just enough ahead of him, and he is going to hold on to 6th place. 8th place still Motorsport. Montcalm's got ahead of Musselberger and up into 9th place. They are virtually side by side. We'll go focus on that fight, as there's Montcalm running wide, and that now means Scherer's behind Montcalm. But let's go back to the fight for 6th place, because not much elsewhere in the points is happening apart from that fight for 9th. But this is higher up. 15 seconds on the clock. Into the chicane. I don't even know where you would attempt an overtake in the final sector, but John Jones has got to find it. With 2 corners to go, and it looks like he's going to finish 7th. Let's go back to the front though, because what a moment this must be for Jez Montevideo. Not only is it his first win in WMT, but it's going to be in front of his home fans here in Japan. The Japanese boy wins the Fuji Grand Prix. Jez Montevideo takes the win. Alex Rodriguez was on the podium in 2nd. Haley Marianne will end up 3rd. Gamaires is going to hold off Moritze for 4th. Jones on the slipstream to the line. Got up for 6th place ahead of Oliver Ryan. What a move. Motorsport in 8th. Musselberger 9th. Scherer 10th. Montcalm 11th. Muller 12th. Solario was going to get points, and then, well, he dropped like 10 seconds outside the points, so there goes any chance he had. But he will cross the line and finish 13th. Sang Hun is going to cross the line 14th. 15th place in the end will go to Celia Camille, with 16th place going to David Krafenschitz, who now fails to score points for the 4th race in a row. And then best of those who pitted will be Saffron Jones, as she comes across the line in 17th. 18th place, Caleb Powell, not good again for him, as he crosses the line in 18th. George Adio will cross the line in 19th, which means he's now on a 3-way pointless streak. Lesyov will cross the line in 20th. Bagatov will cross the line 21st. 22nd for Emerson Stouthouse. George Wright will cross the line in 23rd. And Helson Phillip will be the last finisher in 24th. No DNFs here in Fuji, which is a good sight to see. And we will see you for the penultimate round of the season at Bathurst, which should deliver again.